Well, this just made sense. I already did a best TV shows of 2023, and as much as I might hate to get angry and to get a headache and to rant and rave on things that suck, why not also do a worst TV shows of 2023? I have a top five, or let's just say bottom five, starting the list off at number five. And this hurts me to say this. And I don't even hate this show all the way through. I just think it had major problems. I'm talking about Secret Invasion. And I know it's easy to beat up on this show because everyone else has. And believe me, I have in some ways defended the show. Even rewatching it, I tried to watch it again, and I thought the first 3 or 4 episodes are still fairly strong, still have good writing and still have good acting. It's just those last 2 episodes where the story just goes in weird directions, or things just get rushed and glossed over to where we're asking too many questions, or where we didn't get to fully live and appreciate with the spy tone that I think they were trying to go for. And that finale especially, that big superhero powered fight that I thought was pretty unnecessary. They could have been more creative. They could have done something. For all the people that shitted on She-Hulk, at least She-Hulk did something, tried something with the finale, tried something different. At number 4, this is a show that I technically don't watch myself, but I follow a YouTube channel, Cinnamon Toast Ken. They react to this show. So I've seen the show through them reacting. I'm talking about 90 Day Fiance. This really goes for all of the reality shows of this type. I cannot believe that people enjoy this show, like on a real level, not to watch other people shit on it or not to watch just reactions to it. Like, they watch it themselves and enjoy it. I'm talking about Big Ed and Liz. That relationship is so toxic and so annoying and so frustrating to see them go back and forth. And I mean, I don't know how she stayed with Big Ed for as long as she has, because he's such an asshole and he treats her horribly. But also at the same time, I don't even think half of this stuff is real. I think it's all manufactured. Most reality shows are. I know this to be true, but still, it's just painful to watch. It's painful to see all of the cringe, all of the awkwardness, even other characters on this stuff that I've seen, and I just go, fuck. You know, like, man, pay me to be on TV and do stupid shit. I mean, if the money's right, fuck it. Number 3, The Idol. Another show that I could not get through, I could not watch. I only saw the first episode and thought, fuck, this is bad. And then after, I went on to see some clips from later stuff, and it just further confirmed why this is terrible, why I am glad I did not decide to keep going. This, I think the premise could have worked. I think the idea of following a singer in that business, in that industry, and seeing the dark side of it and all of the bad stuff that they have to deal with, that they have to go through, this could have worked. But the problem is that the execution is shit. The direction is bad, the writing's bad, and more importantly, this show has failed Lily Rose Depp. She's a good actress, and this could have been a real starting point to her. I've seen her in other stuff. She's Johnny Depp's daughter. It's not her fault. The Weeknd, I enjoy The Weeknd's music. I think his music is really great, but his acting is atrocious. There's one scene in particular where I'm seeing him try to come off like a tough guy and try to act like this dude that we should all fear or that we should all be impressed by. And no, dude, it's such a try-hard moment, and that's clearly not what they were going for. Thank God this was canceled. Speaking of ending the show and putting it out of its misery, The Flash is number 2. This is a series that I watched from beginning to end. Not just this past season, but all 9 seasons. And admittedly, The Flash show has not been good for a while. I would say it fell off a cliff after around season 3, and it's been limping and struggling along ever since. But the final season especially, seeing how much less money they had, the budget was slashed in like 4, and seeing them just do all of the worst decisions that you could think of is what they did with so many characters like Caitlyn, Killer Frost, like Iris. Ugh. And the finale, especially with how they treat great villains from the past. They brought them back, like Reverse Flash and Zoom, and so many people that you think, man, they're badass, they're strong, they're powerful. Even the villains I didn't care for, like Godspeed. And they destroyed any credibility that they had. I could never want to go back and watch the beginning where it's actually good, because they've ruined these characters. They've ruined the villains, and even characters from the past that they could have brought back to make this feel like a true ending to the Arrowverse, the CW verse. They didn't even bother. The showrunner, he does not care about the fans, does not care about giving them a satisfying outing. This is 10 plus year universe that they squandered and crapped out. Wow, that was brutal. The only thing that could be worse, my number one worst show of 2023. If this isn't on your list, it's merely because you didn't watch it, and I don't blame you. Gotham Knights. This show, fuck it. Fuck this show up its ass and burn it all the way to hell. And if it comes back from the dead, if it's crawling up through the depths of hell, the ground breaks apart and its arms are coming up, then just blow up the Earth. It's not worth keeping Earth around, because that's how bad the show was. The writing, the acting, especially. This is why people have their preconceived notions, why they have the stereotype of CW shows being bad. Even for the ones that are good, even for the ones that have been on CW in the past and that were good, this show is exhibit A of why it has the reputation it has. This is god awful, and DC should be ashamed of themselves for letting a show like this get greenlit. I'm not just talking about the fact that they kill Batman in the very first episode, first 5 minutes or so, or this premise of all of the kids of Bruce Wayne and Joker and all these characters are the leads now, and it's just, it's so fucking garbage, man. I can't believe I watched the entire first season. I think I only did because my reviews got decent views. Otherwise, I would have turned this off 10 minutes in. It's unwatchable. It's some of the worst thing that has been produced in a day and age where television has been top tier, where television has been the best of the best. You could argue television has been better than most movies in theaters. This is garbage. This is something that I hate myself for taking the time that I have, the little time that I think we all have on this earth, and using it to watch bad. There's so many good shows that I've been recommended or that have been brought up that I sit there and go, fuck, I don't have the time to watch, because I'm watching bullshit like this. So guys, that felt better. That felt better. Get it off my chest. Let me know in the comments below, not only what do you think of my worst TV shows list, but what are some of your worst shows of 2023? What did I miss? What did I leave out? What did I not watch? That's just unbearable. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.